host Larry Ragland, and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Back in 2007, when Bungie and Microsoft released Halo 3, at the end of the game we were left with a cliffhanger of sorts. The Chief tells Cortana, "Wake me when you need me." So what does that mean? When Bungie left Microsoft, a lot of gamers, including myself, got worried. Until we got word that Microsoft was hiring some of the best talent from the movie, music, and gaming industry to form a brand new in-house studio, 343 Industries. 343 has been responsible for taking over the Halo franchise in all its forms. The books, the toys, the action figures, and of course the games that we've all come to know and love. But what really was the test was Halo 4. Could 343 bring that Bungie-esque feeling, or something better, to the screen? Well, my friends, Halo 4 is out, and I'm here to tell you, as a Halo hardcore Halo fan, 343 not only brings the goods, but in my opinion, they outdo Bungie. Let's start with the graphics. The maps are pretty good. They're a mix between big asymmetrical levels with plenty of verticality to levels like this where it's spread out but actually pretty confined at the same time. Now that red glow around that character, and you can see it in his eyes now, that gives him overpower, so all your rounds hit harder than they normally would, and that also counts for grenades. Visually speaking, Halo 4 is the strongest title on the 360. It is amazing how good that game looks, and it's a testament to the aged hardware. At a time when everybody's speculating when the new consoles are going to be coming out, besides the Wii U, looking at Halo 4, you're kind of wondering to yourself, how much better can it get? To see a Halo game with human faces done well, and if you're a Halo fan, you know what I'm talking about, is just something to behold. For example, Captain Del Rio. When he loses it, and you can see the emotion in the character's face. Everything is done right, from character animations, full body, facial, the eyes, you can see the pores in the skin, but more importantly, the story is so well written and the voice acting so well done that the emotion is it just really carries out. It's amazing to see a Halo storyline done so well with so much emotion.
Seems like old times.
Ready to get back to work?
I thought you never asked. We've got intrusion alerts lighting up on multiple decks. Our best bet to figure out who's boarding us is the observation deck, 4 floors up.
Could it be a rescue team?
Better than the game's visuals would have to be the game's sound. This team should win an award at everything that they enter because the sound design of Halo 4 is fantastic. It, for me, was the star of the show. Everything sounds fantastic, from the charging of a plasma pistol to a shield regen. There's no end to the sci-fi spectacular sound effects that go with it. And even the game soundtrack is amazing. The original soundtrack is really good. It doesn't have that memorable moment of Halo 1, but I'm telling you, it has a style all its own, and it really lends credence to what 343 is trying to do. Next up, most importantly, is the gameplay.
And I got revenge. Nice. Ooh. Now, another thing is the equipment loadouts that you have. So for example, by pressing X on mine, I do a thruster boost, which can get you out of some hairy situations really quick, or it can give you that extra juice you need to get on top of a ledge or something like that.
Playing Halo 4 is like taking a trip down memory lane, but instead of seeing the same old houses, some of them have nice remodels. That's not saying anything bad about it because I have sunk too much time into it, and I will continue to. By far, I think this is the best Halo game multiplayer-wise. Some of you are going to frown upon that, but you have to look at it from this perspective. 343 was charged with giving us the Halo experience, but giving us something new. And a lot of the steps that they took, albeit against some fans' wishes, were for the best of the series, and I think they're implemented quite well. Halo 4's multiplayer is a nice mix of not necessarily overpowering your opponent,
but making your Spartan be the best Spartan you can be according to your play style.
The ship that you're on, the aft section of the Forward Unto Dawn, it has been, you've run into a group of Covenant. Now, at the end of Halo 3, there was a relative truce in the end of the war, but there's still a band of Covenant who are religious zealots that are hell-bent on not only wiping out humanity, but unlocking the secrets of the Forerunners for themselves. So another thing like here, QTE events, you don't see those in Halo games in the past, and they fit in pretty well. They're not, you know, contrived or anything like that, and they're not very numerous. Normally I don't like QTEs, quick time events, because they're not done well. But in this game it's an exception. It's not annoying and they're spread out pretty far apart. But again, you can see how gorgeous the game looks, especially compared to the other games.
Story-wise, Halo 4 picks up 4 years after the events of Halo 3. Master Chief and Cortana have been floating in the aft section of the Forward Unto Dawn for that amount of time. Cortana's still facing rampancy, and for the Chief, we don't know what's going on. But in the beginning of Halo 4, if you're a Halo fan, and even if you're not, if you can appreciate a good sci-fi story, then grab your seats and hold on tight, because it's an emotional ride through the series. It's amazing what 343 has been able to do. And for those of you that are hardcore Legendary players, make sure you catch the ending after the titles of Halo 4. There's a nice little visage for you to check out.
Of course, vehicles are back, everybody's favorite. Oh, assassination. So assassinations are back. The cool thing is you can combine them to get different ones. So for example, if I'm on a ledge above someone, I can drop down and get a specific animation for that type of kill.
In conclusion, Halo 4, in my opinion, is not only the best sci-fi story going on right now in gaming, but it's also the best game on the 360 that you can go out and purchase today with your own money. It's better than most other games on most other consoles. The fact is that 343 should be commended for doing the impossible. They took over a beloved franchise with a devoted fan base, of which I am a member. And although there will be some Halo gamers that don't care for the changes and thought Halo 4 was not so good, I'm not among them. I personally think that this is the best Halo game that's been created thus far, and 343 should be proud of their achievement. With more stuff coming out in the form of books, hopefully some films, after Forward Unto Dawn, which was amazing by the way, and more records or whatever, I'm all for more Halo.
Camping with the sword? No. I'm gonna take that because I'm out of ammo, and I'm gonna cut you in half.
In short, Halo 4 has brought the goods and they brought them in spades. I am loving what 343 Industries has done with the franchise, and I can't wait to see where they go next. This is Larry Ragland with Choker Films, Daily Joystick, signing off. Peace. That was corny, huh? People are gonna look at that and be like, that was stupid. Why'd you do that? You like it. You love it. You want it.
Okay, so is that a good take on that one?
Yeah.